Salutations viewers, I'm Sir Bookwriter, and I'm on a race against the calendar to beat all 96 of my 200cc time trial runs before the year ends. Last time, we went to Water Park and had a pretty enjoyable time. Until at the end, when we were greeted with the number 36, which is Mute City, another track on which I have a decent time. Seriously, we're gonna run out of these by episode 40 at this rate. Mute City is the final track in the Egg Cup, and the second F-Zero track of this project, which means floaty physics are back. I'm actually somewhat excited. This track is also one of only 5 to not use the ground speed stat in any normally accessible area. Mute City's record history started out using the Blue Falcon, a kart from F-Zero with pretty good anti-gravity stats. However, this didn't even last a week, as players discovered that the Mach 8 was just better in every important stat. Early on, the record was traded back and forth quite often, but the first 121, set by Tyler, ended the early game struggle and stood for the next 4 months. However, in October 2017, the track would see the rise of its first true specialist, Thunderfire. Even today, Thunderfire has set more records on this category than any other, and this is the only category on which he's set a record. Ryan 5, Unreal, and Yuta would each claim their time in the spotlight, but Thunderfire would always return to the top. He held dominance until the end of 2019, when another specialist would take his turn atop the leaderboards, Zorusuke. Zorusuke would push the record dangerously close to the 120 mark, which, if broken, would be the last second sub that either F-Zero track would see. Well, on 200cc anyways. However, Zorusuke wouldn't be the first one to break through, nor would it be Thunderfire, nor any other Mute City specialist. Despite Thunderfire and Zorusuke eventually each setting 120s, they were merely second and third place. So who was first? The answer was an up-and-coming player who, after just missing his chance at the record on Big Blue, decided to go and give the other F-Zero track a try. P. Thunderfire may have set the most records here, but P has triple the record duration, and has reigned uncontested since 2021. I asked him to share his secret for staying on top for so long, and I guess the world will never know. What the world will know is what the record looks like, because we're taking a look at it right now. P starts with an SMT around the first corner, electing to avoid these 2 boost panels. This next section is just a challenge to hit the boost panels, and by far the easiest part of the track. At the end, P drifts off the boost ramp and through the spin booster section. P then takes the left side coin strip, grabs 8 coins, then starts a drift off this boost panel. This shroom is one of the most bizarre looking in the entire game. P releases his MT, hops twice into the off-road, and then does another hop and shrooms out. The reason it's done this way is because you're literally too fast to do it any other way. After the shroom, P drifts wide, hits this boost panel, and now we have to talk about Nisk. There's 3 ways to perform this Nisk on 200cc. First is to hop and trick, which is very slow, but the slowness can be somewhat mitigated by going down and tricking off of the second ramp. The second way is to hop clean over the ramp. This is faster than the first method, but you don't get the trick boost on landing. This is also the easiest of the 3, and is likely the method anyone above a 121 should go for. However, this is still a lot slower than the third method, which is to hop and trick, but fast. It's pretty easy to tell whether or not you got fast Nisk, but like I said, it's better to just jump clean over until you get to 121. P perfectly executes fast Nisk, flies over the rest of the track, and then tricks off of the last ramp. On lap 2, P now hits this boost panel, because taking the optimal line means you're too fast to go tighter. This is referred to as suffering from success. In the coin section, P takes his last 2 coins, then diverts to the boost panel. Lap 3 is identical to lap 2, except in the coin section again, where P just goes straight to the boost panel. Now, you're probably wondering what sort of history I have with this track, considering it's not only another F-Zero track, but also shown in the Mount Wario video as a part of my top 5 in the base game. The case here is very similar to Mount Wario though, in that my history here is non-existent. P has tried to get me to play Mute City several times, insisting I'd be really good. However, I personally don't find this track as fun to play as Big Blue. Whenever I play Mute City, I can't help but compare the 2, and in my opinion, Big Blue just does everything better. For me, it's a similar case with Woohoo Loop in Mario Kart 7. Both it and Mute City are crossover tracks that pay great homage to their source material, but also lay the groundwork for a later track from that same franchise to then improve upon. Mute City and Woohoo Loop are not bad tracks by any means. I quite like them both, but I like Big Blue and Maka Woohoo just that much more. The focus today is Mute City though, so let's give it the spotlight it deserves. Oh boy. We're really doing Mute City now, huh? When will the pattern end? When did I last play this? I need to know. Editing queue, put it up on screen. I think this time is post-patch, but I don't actually know. So with that being said, let's... yeah. It's nice to be able to use this combo again after so long. Also, this is our third consecutive Mach 8 track. That's one upside to rolling this, I guess. This spin booster section is also kind of not great. Like, everything about the latter half of the track, spin boosters, shroom, Nisk, those three are just... I think those are the main reason I kept with Big Blue over Mute City. And that's why people like Big Blue more, is there's less of that to deal with. Well, goodbye, Ghost. This spin booster section is actually atrocious. Oh no. Oh. I apparently got the trick lap 3. Nice lap 1, though. That only took, what? An hour and a half to get within point 1? And I'm not even within point 1. I'm exactly 100 milliseconds behind. 101. Goody. Well, we go again. That's a good disc. Oh. Okay. Okay. I can't believe Coconut Mall felt easier to improve than this. In terms of leaderboard placements, my time on Mute City isn't even notable. Uh-oh. And of course I get Fast Nisk. was a bad opener. Horrendous shroom. Why? How does my PR miss the boost panel lap 3? What? Somehow that wasn't even the best run of the day. Lap 2 kinda anchored. This track is weird. I don't get it. Also, of course my PB gets fast Nisk lap 3. Of course. I flubbed it. I flubbed it right at the very end. That was 2 for 2 fast Nisk. And then just spin boosters and all that. Alright, don't choke. I don't like that I just gained time for free in the air. Well, that's a neat little trick you can do. For those that didn't know, you can get counted out of bounds there. Why? Why did I also get fast Nisk on that attempt? On lap 3. Speaking of, nice lap 3. Dang, that lap 2 stunk. Shoutouts to slow Nisk. Nice opener. Oh, there we go. That took long enough. My word. You know, as tempted as I am to keep going, because I know I can keep going, The problem is, one, I don't want to, and two, I quite literally don't have time to. I have 86 more tracks to cover. Alright, that's gonna be it from me here. Yeah, we're in the double digits of Race Against the Calendar. And it's September. We should have been there in February. And that was Mute City. I am dreading rolling track number 12 because that's probably going to be N64 Rainbow Road. But we're focusing on track 11 right now. So, without further ado, let's see what track 11 actually is. Oh my gosh, that gave me a heart attack. Okay. Grumble Volcano is still not great for me, but it's much better than 32, which is N64 Rainbow Road. Yeah, Grumble Volcano is track 11. Oh boy.